Hey folks, and welcome back to Glenn and Adrian's Rock Talk. Adrian, how are you doing today?
Oh, I'm doing all right. How are you, Glenn?
Doing well. Listening to a lot of Laura Nyro lately in preparation for this particular episode. Laura Nyro, as you know, she comes from New York, and she found herself at the Monterey Pop Festival. Maybe a little bit different as an artist, much the way that Otis Redding was. Maybe it wasn't quite the normal crowd they would see, but it still ended up being a momentous occasion, and it kind of helped get her really going. I mean, she already had a record out.
Monterey was only Laura's second major live performance. You know, for a long time, there were rumors going around that she had been booed off stage and that she left the stage in tears and all this. Now, I've seen the video, and I see no evidence of that. It sounded like she got a warm applause, and as far as I can tell, she did not leave the stage in tears. So.
Yeah, that was kind of my observation, too. You know, a lot of that footage came out later, so that's why the rumors were allowed to go on for a while. She had influences like Nina Simone, Judy Garland, Billie Holiday, and she liked the impressionist composers, the classical composers like Ravel and Debussy, really, which kind of matches her style. She's kind of one of those people that sings like she's on the ocean, riding ocean waves in terms of the intensity of the vocal. And the chords would get really weird and sometimes a little jazz-like, but tempos could change in the middle of a song, which was pretty cool. So there was kind of this theatrical thing she had going on, kind of almost Broadway and jazz kind of mixed together. She did okay as a songwriter. She actually sold one of her early songs, And When I Die, to Peter, Paul, and Mary in 1966. She had some songwriting cred. She had a lot of huge fans. I mean, by huge, I mean hugely successful in the music business fans. Joni Mitchell said, "You can lump me in with her," which is actually pretty high praise. Paul Stanley of Kiss, he says, "I'm a huge fan, but she's not rock and roll."
Yeah, he was a big fan of her. He still is, as far as I can tell.
Todd Rundgren, he said, "I stopped writing songs like The Who and started writing songs like Laura Nyro."
Oh.
And Elton John was a massive fan. Yeah, he said, "I idolized her, the soul, the passion, the out-and-out audacity, like nothing I'd ever heard before." And it actually helped influence him in his own songwriting early on in his career. Because, you know, Elton's first album came out after Laura Nyro was already a recording artist. This was her first one. Came out in early 67. So this is what was out when the Monterey Pop Festival happened. And it has songs like Wedding Bell Blues, which I believe was Fifth Dimension. They got a hit out of it. Stoney End, which was a Barbra Streisand hit, and When I Die, Peter, Paul, and Mary. So this had a lot of hits for other artists. And after Monterey, that was followed up by this, which is Eli and the 13th Confession, which is, even though it's got a very dark cover, it's actually a very upbeat album. Really a lot of emotional content, but for the most part, it's got energy, and it's uplifting, and it does unexpected things. And this includes the song Poverty Train, which is going to be the main track that we hear today. And since we're here, here's New York Tendaberry as well, which some critics think is her best. I happen to like Eli better. However, this is pretty nice. It's a little bit more impressionist, again, like the composers that she liked. But it does have Save the Country. You see, what else do I have here?
Influence on a wide range of people, and also among people who say they were influenced by her, people like Patti Smith, Alice Cooper, and,
sure. Elvis Costello,
Tori Amos, Carole King, just to name a few.
Sure. Yeah, I can hear a little bit of her and Carole King as well. I mean, Tapestry was 4 years after this. Yeah, so she was able to retire at 24, but she still put out music, just more sporadically. Fun fact, Duane Allman played on her fourth album, Christmas in the Beads of Sweat, although we don't know which songs exactly, but he's credited. And unfortunately, she passed early of ovarian cancer, age 49 in 1997. It just so happens her mother also died of ovarian cancer at age 49. I think she's a very underrated artist. Maybe not for everybody, but certainly a pioneer in a lot of ways. Let's take a look at her performance. She grew up in New York singing on street corners with friends of hers or in the subways. She would go around and they would just sing out in public. And you can kind of hear that in the song we just heard. That was kind of the style you might expect from street singers.
Yourself a trip. You can see the walls rust, your brains on the floor become gaunt, become crippled, become funky and split. Why was I born? Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. Baby, I just saw the devil and he's smiling at me. I heard my bones cry, devil, why is it got to be? A devil played with my brother. Devil drove my mother. Now the tears in the gutter are flooding the sea. Why was I born? Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. Oh, baby, it looks good and dirty. Them shiny lights glow. A million night tramps, tricks and traps will come and go. You're starving today, but who cares anyway? Baby, feels like I'm dying now. I swear there's something better than getting over on sweet cocaine. It feels so good. It feels so good, getting off the poverty train, up, up, early for the last call.
It doesn't look like she's crying.
No, the album version I think is actually really nice and has a lot of dynamics and tempo changes, as we heard there. There in this particular performance, she's got somebody else playing the piano, which is a little unusual. Normally, she's the one playing the piano, and I could tell at the beginning they seemed to be trying to rush the song, and she kind of turned around and she's like, slow it up, guys. Keep it a little slower. And she's got these weird chords in there. It's like, it's something like that. And then it goes, so. So very jazzy, really kind of evocative of emotions and things. I could see why Elton liked it. She really brought some interesting colors out of the piano.
Actually, I didn't notice the chords as much before you actually played them right there. And, I was pretty impressed by it. Not only the music, I'm not sure what to make of the words, but I like them.
Fair enough. Yeah. Well, she was a real poet. You'll laugh at me for saying this, but at times I was listening to her stuff, and Captain Beefheart came to mind because she's playing this weird stuff. That's, yes, it's jazzy, but it's pretty unique in a lot of ways. The way that she puts it out there, like Elton said, the audacity, and the changing tempos and all that stuff, and how she delivers it. But I've always found her music really fascinating. I've been listening to her for a long time, not necessarily always the first thing I reach for, but there are times I'll just pull out those 3 records in particular and just play them. I think anybody that's really into songwriting, especially piano playing, she's a good person to listen to. Bette Midler was a big fan too, and inducted her into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, gave a really nice speech about her. And apparently she was going out with Jackson Browne in 1971 and had him opening for her on the tour she did that year. Yes. She's got plenty of rock and roll credibility, even though it wasn't really rock and roll. I think I agree with Paul Stanley on that point.
Yeah, Paul Stanley said that the Songwriters Hall of Fame, definitely. Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Yeah, exactly. We thought she was worth the show. If you have any thoughts on or remembrances on Laura Nyro, who actually was writing and performing right up through the 90s, so not really that long ago, we'd love to hear about them. If you wouldn't mind maybe putting them in a comment. And if you liked this show, maybe you would like to subscribe to our channel to hear more things like this. Okay, well, with that, I think we'll just catch you the next time. Make sure to sub and put those notifications on so that you'll know when the next video goes up. With that, we'll take our leave. Take care, folks.
See you all later.